In the end, word came to most of President Biden's closest advisors only moments before he told the world that he was getting out of this 2024 race. At 12:46 Chicago time, a tweet from Joe Biden. I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term. He then backed his vice president. I want to offer today my full support and endorsement for Kamala Harris, he tweeted, to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. That vote of confidence dovetailed with a cascade of endorsements from other Democratic politicians and officials, including former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The vice president quickly declared her candidacy, calling Joe Biden one of the finest public servants we will ever know, and stating she is eager to run on the record of what Joe and I have accomplished together. We have built our country back after our predecessor left it in shambles.
I think the time of President Biden contracting COVID and being isolated for so long gave him an opportunity to be around his family, talk to Dr. Biden, to talk to his advisors, and probably, quite frankly, to watch the news and absorb some of the polling and really be reflective.
Republican presidential nominee, former President Donald Trump, who has only been beaten by Biden, denounced the president, saying Biden had never been fit to serve and should step down immediately. House Speaker Mike Johnson echoing that, saying on ABC's This Week that Democrats might run into some legal impediments if they try to replace Joe Biden on the ticket. Soon after, the Trump campaign declared, we are going to win this election on November 5th and save our country. And then, only then, after we win, can we make America great again.
The party's going to be happy not only that they have moved Biden off the scene, but that they can get energized around a younger person, perhaps a person of color, perhaps somebody who represents the future and not the past.
The Democratic convention begins in less than a month now at the United Center here in Chicago. How the party maneuvers the vice president to the top of the ticket remains unclear. Already, though, the Democratic National Committee's top fundraising arm has been renamed the Harris Victory Fund and Harris Action Fund, giving the vice president access to nearly $100 million in re-election funds.
We have to make sure that we do this right because it's too important to not, in my opinion as a Democrat, to let Donald Trump win.
All right, that's LaShawn Ford, a delegate to the convention. So nothing really is written in stone, at least for Kamala Harris right now, yet she has also said today she does indeed want to earn this nomination. And so her first order of business actually is going to be to pick a running mate and to talk about that race beginning in earnest as well. What a historic night.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.